All right. Hey guys, so we've officially moved online for the remainder of the semester, which means that a couple things are going to change, okay? As far as assignments are concerned, we're still going to be doing the programming and we're still going to be doing the facilities project. There's only going to be a slight change. I'm going to create the groups um, randomly, and I'm going to assign those and I'll put those on Blackboard. And what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to do the programming assignment and the facility in a Google document. So y'all can all collaborate at the same time without having to actually come in contact with each other. With that being said, if there's any issues,
I'm not sure how to help.
Sorry about that. That would be my Google Home. So with that being said, if there's any issues with it or something's going on, please let me know. Email me and we can figure it out, okay? Let's take a quick look here at the syllabus to see what else has changed. I'll update it, but I think the only thing that's going to change really outside of this is a couple things. The office hours, I'm about to redo my office hours. That way I kind of have availability each and every day, because I do know that this online and quarantine and whatnot has got everybody's schedules kind of off, and you may be, your schedules may have changed just a little bit. Okay, so office hours will be updated here. I'm trying to decide what time each day I want to do it, and what we'll do is if you will email me, what we're going to do, you email me, we'll set up a time of which day it is that works best for you. And from there, I'll do something where we will Zoom meeting. So similar to this right here, you and I will be able to correspond, quote unquote, face to face in that manner. Okay. Outside of that, the only other thing that will change is the practical. There's no practical, guys. We can't do it on in person, and it's hard to do it online. So as of right now, there's no practical. All exam 2 is going to be the written portion, which will be on Blackboard, and I'll explain that here in a minute. So when we're talking about the facility design in the program, I'm going to do another video here soon when I get all that done. What you're going to be doing is your group is going to design a workout facility, or not, yes, the part of it is going to be a workout facility. I want you to tell me the mission statement, who's your essential staff. I need you to do equipment and equipment breakdown, meaning how many pieces. I don't want to just hear that you want treadmills and it's going to cost you $12,000. Okay, that's fine. Your treadmills cost $12,000. How many is that? Is that just one treadmill, or is that 6 treadmills? Get the picture? When we're talking about weights, if you're a facility that has X amount of weight racks, I want you to have a certain amount of weight. And I don't want you to tell me that we're just going to get 3,000 pounds of weight. Okay, well, what does that mean? Is that 3,000 pounds worth of 2.5 pound little plates? Hopefully you get the picture, and as you go on, you need to email me if you have questions. Your budget is technically unlimited. Do what you want to do with it. If you want to make a gym, make a gym. If you want to make a rehab-based facility, make a rehab-based facility. It's all up to you. Whatever you want. As far as location, think about it in this manner, and we'll talk about all this when we start getting into the PowerPoints that deal with this type of stuff. You got to think about what you're wanting, because you're going to talk about how much it costs to work out there. Is it daily rate? Is it monthly? Do you offer yearly memberships, different levels of memberships? All that type of stuff needs to go into this project. And what you're going to do is, and originally if we're doing it face-to-face, I'd have you kind of draw it out. This time I just want you to make it into like a business proposal. So I want it in a written document. I need your mission statement, everything I asked for, I want it written out, okay? And again, there's going to be more directions and instructions coming here within the next couple of days. With the programming, same kind of ordeal. You're going to work as a group, and you're going to work and you're going to create a certain length of a program that I'm going to assign. And I want you to break it up. And each person needs to have their own division, whether it's during the strength phase. Whoever in your group is doing the strength phase, they need to do that. Power phase, hypertrophy phase, endurance phase. But here's the big portion of that. And what we're going to talk about, like I said, when we start hitting these PowerPoints. Yes, each one's going to be different in a sense, but they need to mold together. They need to make sense. So if I'm over here doing a ton of bench press for my strength, I don't need to do before it no bench press or after it no bench press. You need to just coincide. So it's a working group. Things that will change are sets, reps. It might be your weight utilized, your intensity utilized. Again, when you see the PowerPoints, it will make sense to you, or a little bit more. And again, email, video chat will be okay. What else is there? So obviously the dates will kind of change. We're going to take the exam. I want to have exam 2 done on Tuesday of this upcoming week. What it'll do is it will come aboard Blackboard, and I'll show you that here in just a second. And you need to complete it through there. It's going to start at 8 a.m. Okay. In other words, just like you were at class, you need to be there for the exam at 8 a.m. Everything else, the final exam will also be online. It will be on the same day that it's supposed to be on. We cannot change those. The only difference is the time limit might change. And we'll talk about that, and I'll give you a heads up about that. Real quick, I've already had a conversation, or at least an email, about exam 2. Since we're not doing the practical portion, exam 2 is going to be over biomechanics. There's some training and adaptation responses, flexibility and warm up. And then there's going to be a little bit of information, stuff that should be pretty self-explanatory, or at least common knowledge, out of the other 3 chapters. But mostly it's going to be chapter 2, 5, and 14, since we didn't really get to do the practical portion, which is the rest of this down here. Okay? So with that being said, I think that pretty much covers us on the syllabus. I'll explain the rest here in just a second. So what's next is the Blackboard portion. Again, just like normal, come into Blackboard. Exam 2. So in other words, you have 60 minutes. So just as an FYI, as of, I believe, Tuesday at 8 a.m., yes. Actually, it starts opening up at 7:58, so a couple minutes before, but basically 8 a.m. Once you click it, you have 60 minutes to finish it. That doesn't mean that you have all day. At 9 a.m., it will close down. All right? And it will close down. If you come in at 8:15, it's still going to close down at 9 a.m. That is the due date, so you need to make sure you're there on time. All right? It's going to be multiple choice, multiple answers. So just go ahead, pick the best one. And there's no backtracking, so you can't go backwards. So make sure you take your time. Just as an FYI, it is 30 questions. So it's not like it's going to be 100 questions in an hour and there's no way to backtrack. So if you have a little bit of a hiccup on one, go ahead and take your time on it. Just be cognizant of your time. Also, when you come over here to course content, obviously we have all this right here. Your current PowerPoints for this exam. After Tuesday, I'll make these into a folder just like these are up here for exam 1. And then I will start posting PowerPoints again. So what I might do is I actually might just post all the remaining chapter PowerPoints. So you have them and they're available to you to read at your own convenience. And then what's going to happen is you're going to come over here and I'm going to send it out to a YouTube channel. my channel that I'm creating for everybody. You're going to come here. You're going to go to playlists. And then you're going to select the EDKN 3343, the strength conditioning. Currently, there's only one video, okay? But you'll start to see that I'm going to break apart the PowerPoints into multiple smaller videos, because if I don't, I honestly don't think you want me droning on for an hour on a PowerPoint. So I want you to be able to watch the PowerPoints, follow along with what I'm saying, and I'll hit certain stopping points. Hopefully they're about, at the longest, 20 minutes, okay? Then, you know, you can go back through, watch it as many times as you want, and then you'll go on and you can watch the next video. I will leave these up until the exam, okay? Outside of that, guys, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Be on the lookout on Blackboard as well. I'll probably put it on the home page about the groups for the project. All right, and keep up with your email, guys. That's going to be the biggest thing for this portion of online teaching that we're doing. Keep up with the emails. Keep up with watching the stuff at your own time. And keep me updated on if there's any issues. Outside of that, guys, work with me here and I'll work with you, and hopefully we can have a strong finish to this semester. All right? Have a good day, guys.